Okay, we can start now.
Go for it.
Okay, welcome everyone to this Lifewave presentation tonight. We welcome you. This is our launch today, me and my wife. We thank Jonathan. We thank also Niels as well, and the Sakachis for making it possible for us to have this launch tonight. So we'd like to welcome even our visitors, those we invited to be part of this. I think there's more than, from our side, it's Opri, as I mentioned, Opri Msimango, welcome, and also Tabiseng, Ships, Nompumelelo. We also have, I think, others as well, which are here. Larry, I'm not sure Larry is here. Helen and Lizette and Stuart as well. So if I miss any name, please forgive me. But we welcome you. We welcome you to this presentation. We hope everyone will enjoy it. And by the time we finish, you would have learned something and take something out of this presentation. So I'm just going to hand over to my wife just quickly to say why we joined this partnership, this business partnership, and thereafter we'll hand over back to Jonathan and Neil.
Okay, good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you. We are so excited to start this journey. The reason why my husband and myself, thought that it's best for us to embark on this journey, it's because, number one, we need to change our lifestyle, and we've been having minor illnesses here and there, and we thought that the X39 could help us and benefit us. And also, this is also a great way to make extra income, since all of us are aware of our economy here in South Africa. So an extra income will go a long way to benefit us and our family. We have a big family. We have 4 kids, actually 6 kids. Yeah. So yesterday we received our patches. We couldn't believe it. They arrived around 1 o'clock, and I said to my husband, we need to start them tomorrow. So we have our patches, and we are so excited, and we believe that they are going to help us and benefit us. We've been watching a lot of videos that have been sent through on the group, and I also joined a YouTube group, and I've been watching a lot of videos, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm loving this product. I know that it's going to benefit a whole lot of people. It's going to change our lives and benefit us financially as well. So thank you for this great opportunity. Thank you, everybody, for coming through tonight. It's lovely to have all of you. We are honored to have all of you tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Yeah, welcome everybody once again. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jonathan Sakaji. I'm a medic and a teacher by formal training. And now I'm engaging in this exciting journey of Lifewave. And guys, we have something phenomenal to share with you here today. We have something, I've never been so excited about a product, guys. This tiny little thing is the latest piece of nano crystal technology. It is paper thin, and it is working wonders. It is healing thousands of people around the globe from ailments that they've been suffering with for 20 plus years, and suddenly they get better. Imagine what that does to their quality of life, guys. People need to know about this, and I'll share a little bit about why I am involved with Lifewave. I had a bad back. I threw out my back, The muscles around my sciatic nerve were chronically inflamed. I had pain going from my lower back down the back of my leg. And some days my toes on the left-hand side were numb. And that just freaked me out. Like, I'm only 30. I feel like I'm quite young and I'm quite an active guy. And it was really hindering like my quality of life. I couldn't deadlift in the gym. I couldn't really run long distances. I couldn't even pick up my daughter and play with her, right? It was really affecting the quality of my life. This wonderful man, Neil, we got in touch. He told me about the latest piece of nanocrystal technology. I put it on myself. And 2 months later, guys, I woke up for the first time in over a year with no pain. I was in pain all day, every day for over a year. Put this thing on. 2 months later, I woke up, no pain. So I phoned my dad immediately. I was like, Dad, you've got to try these patches. My dad has been diagnosed with cardiac failure and he's had a pacemaker put in. And so his quality of life has been quite hindered, and he's been battling to move around and such things, even battling to walk. About 2.5 months after he started using these patches, they contacted me and I heard from my mom that my dad had been on a walk for 45 minutes. All right. Now, that for me was just absolutely mind blowing. And I thought, it healed my back. There's lots of people with bad backs. It's helping my dad. My dad has cut down a whole bunch of his pain medication because of this. And that makes me so happy. And how many dads in this world are there who are suffering? How many people with ailments? Guys, we have something amazing to share with them. It's a message of healing, of health, of light, and a message of wealth. So yeah, let's jump into the presentation. If you wouldn't mind just popping the slides open there for me, Neil. And let's share this wonderful gift that we have to share with you today. Welcome to Lifewave. We elevate, we activate, and we regenerate. First up, just a disclaimer. Lifewave is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. It is for holistic healing, but it is not meant for any one specific medical condition. We can't talk about Lifewave without talking about David Smith. This is a phenomenal man. He is the CEO and the inventor of the X39. He's the CEO of the company, Lifewave. He's got over 150 patents. He's a scientist and inventor, and he's very hands-on in this business. Often when you get an inventor, they create something and then they sell it to somebody else, and then that person runs with it in the market, and there's maybe a different CEO who runs the business, right? But in here, that's not the case. David Smith is the CEO, he's the inventor, and he's the owner. And he is fully fledged into Lifewave and healing the world. He's such a phenomenal man. He's a member of the International Hall of Fame of Inventors. And in 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research. Now he's specializing in age reversing, and the recent patent, the one for this X39, took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to market. Lifewave is a pioneering life technology company dedicated to enhancing quality of life through innovative health technology. It started in 2004 when David Smith started it. And so last year we had our 20-year anniversary. Some statistics on business. In the first 10 years, 95% of businesses fail. It's 5% that are still going. Okay, and of those 5%, only 1% is profitable. The other 4% are just operational. They haven't died. And so like for a company to be around for 20 years, it shows sustainability. They've been around the block. They are open in over 75 countries around the world. And look at the growth of this company, guys. In 2021, they did 20 million in sales. 2022, 320 million. 23, 430. Last year, they did over $600 million in sales. And this year, they're planning to exceed 1 billion. Lifewave last year got the Global Bravo Award for being the #1 direct selling growth company in the world. This is a phenomenal thing to be a part of, guys. So why this little patch? Why stem cell reactivation? What's the big deal? Like, what does it matter, really? Like, why do we care about stem cells? It's because the fewer stem cells we have, the faster we age, and the slower we heal. And at the age of 30, half of our stem cells have gone dormant. The stem cells are the literal building blocks for our entire bodies. Before any cell is that cell, it's first a stem cell. So our eyes, before they become our eyes, they are a stem cell. Our brain, our heart, our liver, our organs, everything in your entire body, before it is that cell, it is first a stem cell. And at the age of 30, we've lost half of our capacity to heal and rejuvenate. And at the age of 60, we're very lucky if we have 10% of our stem cells that are still active. And so we've lost almost all our capacity to heal and rejuvenate. That's why we get aches and pains if we break a bone when we're older. It's an issue. It doesn't really heal that well. We get all of these ailments as we get older, and it's due to this lack of stem cell activity. And now, with this wonderful technology, the X39, we have a way to overcome that. Isn't it absolutely incredible? This patch is non-transdermal. It means that nothing from this patch goes into your skin. It's non-invasive, and it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. So if nothing goes into the skin, what does this mean? Proprietary form of phototherapy. It means it works off of light. It's a fancy way to say it works off of light. It actually, if you look at this image here, that's an infrared image shown through some night vision or heat detection goggles. And all of our bodies emit light constantly. And like if we watch those spy movies, we can see them. Like when they see in the dark, that's the light that's coming off of our bodies. And this little patch catches the light, which comes off of our own bodies, and reflects it back onto our skin at a low frequency of light. This elevates a specific copper peptide called GHKCU, and that in turn reactivates our dormant stem cells. It's absolutely incredible, guys. So it's a patented nanocrystal technology. There's no drugs or stimulants. Nothing passes through the stomach, the liver, or the kidneys. And so it's safe to use. It's not a medication. It's not a pharmaceutical. It's completely non-invasive, and it's not a Me Too product. There's nothing else like it on the market. It's not a supplement. It's not a vitamin. It's nothing like that. It's a new piece of nanocrystal technology. It's brand new. Nobody has it. This is the place where you get it. This is an extract from the patent on this wonderful X39. And I'm just going to read this last little piece here where it says embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation. Inflammation usually means pain. If there's no inflammation, we'll get rid of the pain. It helps with management of pain as well, improvements of stamina, elevation in collagen, and improved wound healing. And now, guys, just a note on a patent, like you saw on a previous slide, it took 10 years and $4.5 million to get this patent. It wasn't just something that happened overnight. And in order to get a patent, the product has to do what it says it does. And so the American government looked at the X39, saw that David Smith is saying it reactivates dormant stem cells. They verified, yes, this is what it does, and they initiated the patent. So we can feel 100% confident that the American government has given us a global patent on this. They've approved it. What are the long-term results of using the X39? These guys are actually from case studies, which you can find on thisisit.info.com. All of these, they weren't just pulled out of a hat. These are from case studies, clinical trials which they've done, and these are the results that they found. In the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset to a younger, healthier state. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. And within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And when we think collagen, we think skin, hair, nails. But collagen is actually the supporting structure for our entire bodies. It supports our blood vessels, our bones, everything, all of our organs. It's the supporting structure. And you can imagine if the supporting structure gets weak, you start to look a bit frumpled. And so it can puff us up and make us look fantastic internally with all the organs and externally with our skin and our hair and our nails. And within 6 months, the heart reverses in age. Isn't that crazy, guys? And here, David Smith said, it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. What a statement. And you can look all of this up on thisisit.info.com. How to wear the X39. You wear your patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. So you put it on 7 o'clock in the morning, take it off 7 o'clock at night. And then you leave it off for 12 hours. The next day, you take a new patch and you put it on yourself and you repeat. And this is to prevent our bodies from building a resistance to the stimulation which the patch is giving us. That process is called attenuation. And a very, very important thing to know when you're using this product, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. Be extremely well hydrated, because the more hydrated you are, the better the patches will work. They also work off of some conductivity because things are moving into and out of our cells. And this requires energy, electrolytes. Okay, and so I would suggest supplementing with some electrolytes. Put some Celtic salt in your water, some Himalayan salt, or even just buy like an electrolyte supplement online. Now we're going to talk about some case studies and some testimonials, and I'm going to hand it back over to Neil, and he'll take over from here.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. That is incredible. You know, just learning a little bit more about the company, about the owner, David Schmidt, and you know, the product, actually what it does. It's just incredible, and it just makes me excited all over when I think about it and when I share with it. So I think before we get started, yeah, looks like my wife is done. You want to come join me? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's Rachel. Okay, so what I want to do is I spoke to my mother-in-law over the weekend. I just want to stop sharing the screen. Mother-in-law, I don't know. Are you on, Mom? And she has just found something new. You know, they've been on the patches now for a while. I think about 14 months. You can unmute yourself, and then she said that she had something to share with us, and I thought, okay, what an awesome opportunity to share that with us tonight. And so, Mom, are you ready?
Yes, here I am. Yeah, so well, the first thing that happened to me within 2 weeks of starting X39 was my high blood pressure came right down to 125 over, it was about
60 something, 70.
Yeah, somewhere around there. It was like, I've never had a low blood pressure like that before since my early 20s. So that has come down. So I'm on reduced blood pressure medications. I'm coming off it slowly. And the other thing that I noticed just recently was that I haven't been taking I'm asthmatic. So I have to have a steroid pump every day and a nasal spray every day. And I haven't been doing either of those for about a month now. Actually 6 weeks. And I haven't had a problem with my breathing at all. And it's just, yeah, just like I suddenly realized, my goodness, I haven't had to have the pump morning and night, you know, because I just haven't felt the need for it. Yeah. And the other thing also was every year in May, I usually get very ill. And we are on the patches now for about 15 months now. Hey, 16 months. Yeah. So last May, I just sailed through May. I wasn't ill. I didn't get really sick with lung infections or anything. It just didn't happen. So I'm looking forward to that again this May as well. Yeah, so I love Lifewave. I wouldn't be without the patch. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mom. Really appreciate that. Appreciate you sharing that testimonial. But one thing that stood out to me from that, and something that I've realized over the years, when I watch, I've seen a lot of thousands and thousands of testimonials that are that you can find on the internet. But the one thing that I've noticed is just the natural way that our body starts healing itself. I'll never forget watching my very first one where I actually realized that, where this guy said, just all of a sudden, he realized that he could go into a crouching position, and he could do, what do you call that when you go down on your knees? A squat, where he went and he could do a squat without any pain, and he could hold it there for a while, But the one thing that stood out to me was the word all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I realized this, and all of a sudden, I realized that. And that is so incredible. Jonathan explained earlier that these patches are non-transdermal and non-invasive. No chemicals go into our bodies. And that is incredible, because our bodies, just as these stem cells get activated, our bodies just naturally start healing itself the way that God has intended it to be. All of that pressure is taken off of our. Sometimes you have to take pills, 4 pills, just to combat the side effects that happen to us. But in any case, let me go back into the presentation. There we go. Can you see that? Jonathan, give me a thumbs up. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So let's go here. This is a topography map of a lady, 77 years old, and she went for the scan on her brain. And basically what it shows is a lot of inflammation on the brain, as you can see there in the first session. Then they started putting her on the X39. They placed it behind her neck, which is like a prescribed place to put it. But David Schmidt said you can actually really put the patch anywhere on your body. It really doesn't matter. Some people put it where the pain hurts the most. So if you have a sore shoulder, they'll put it on the shoulder, so it really doesn't matter. But then you can see in session 2, this lady went back 3 weeks later on the X39, and all the inflammation is gone. Isn't that just incredible? And then 6 weeks, you can see how coherent she is, and also a complete turnaround on her brain. And this is typically things that happen. These are case studies. In other words, what they say in the patent, the X39 does, it actually does, because they have to prove it with case studies. They've done double-blind tests with placebos and all of that type of stuff. And every single time they see a result. Here you can see inflammation reduction on the heart. On day 1, after 2 months, and after 5 months, inflammation totally reduces. This heart literally becomes younger, and it becomes stronger. Here is within 30 minutes, inflammation on the back. This guy, or this person, you can see is in a lot of pain. That red is a lot of pain. Within 30 minutes, the inflammation is gone. Here you can see some inflammation on this horse, some before and after photos, and you can actually see also that its mane is much smoother and also much better. And I like showing some stuff on animals because animals don't lie. So I think what I want to do is, can you see this video? Oh, there we go. This video is not playing. Can you see it, Jonathan? Is the video playing? Or is it hocking?
Yeah, it's jumping between pieces.
Oy. Any case, this video is of a small little dog, that is paralyzed in its back leg. And they gave this dog the X39. And after 4 days, look at that. Look at the improvement in that dog. And that is just 4 days of being on the X39. I love it. Isn't that incredible? In any case, okay, let me, I'm going to skip through a couple of these testimonials. I'm just going to go through the photos. I think I'm having a little bit of problem with my cameras. If you want to look at any of these testimonials, you can go to thisisatinfo.com, and there's a testimonial button there that you can go through and view all of these testimonials in your own time. But you can see here we have some injuries You know, the X39 is incredibly good with healing wounds, wound healing. You know, you can see here, you know, in a couple of days, this guy in a snowboarding accident. Then you have a lady here, 21 days, 21 days. You can see this man here, 7 weeks, the incredible improvement that he has happened on his face. This person was stung with a jellyfish, also extensive improvement. This lady has been on for a year on the X39. You know, you would think that it's sisters or twins, not really the same lady. A year later, just the improvement. You can see that the collagen is just, you know, coming back, and how this lady is just looking so much better. Here's another example. Here we have this guy. Wow, you can just see how much happier this guy looks. You know, the X39, especially when it comes to pain, it just gives you so much, you know, life back and value, you know, in your life. Here's a person that is showing a little bit of improvement in vitiligo and some more wound healing. We have a Telegram group that you can join, and then you can go and search for any ailment. And then you can find testimonials on that ailment. Like I said, there are thousands and thousands. You know, as the company is growing, remember, this is the fastest growing company in the home-based business in the world at the moment. So you can just imagine how many people are patching themselves with X39 and the incredible stories that are happening. And not everybody is even putting their testimonials, you know, online. Here are some famous athletes that's been seen wearing some Lifewave patches. Now in Lifewave, we have a couple of different patches. It took David Schmidt 10 years to come up with the X39. But before that, David had other patches available, you know, that also worked through light therapy, but they did other stuff. But the amazing thing was, the breakthrough was his research in stem cells, and that was where the X39 was born, is the stem cell activation patch. All these others, they are energy enhancers, they are, what is the pain one? The Icewave, you know, so those are other patches that are available that sportsmen, I know Michael Phelps, I don't know Sean May that well, David Beckham, I'm sure all of us know David Beckham, and Lorenzo Savadori. I'm not too sure about who he is, but this crazy athlete, that famous one, I'm very familiar with him.
He's my favorite one.
So this was the beginning of this year. We ran our very first marathon. Rachel and I, we love running our marathons. And we actually have some running friends with us on here tonight, Lizette and Stuart. You know, that's where we met them, was in our running club. So, but this was my first marathon, our first one for this year, Red Hill. It's a very difficult one. It's got a massive hill going up and down. It's called Red Hill. But this is at 36 kilometers. There you can see just underneath my my kneecap, I'm wearing my patch. And yeah, so we use it. It gives us a lot of, you know, we can feel the benefit in the recovery from our runs and stuff like that. So that is it. So now let me just spend a couple of slides just on the business side. So as we go and we share this with people, we really share with them two opportunities, two life-changing opportunities. And I'm so grateful for being able to do that. You know, the one is where people have medical issues, you know, things that, ailments, things that are physically you know, keeping them from living to their fullest extent, or things that they've been struggling with a long time. And so many people I've heard where testimonials are, where the one lady has just prayed and asked, please, can she just be, you know, helped with regards to this specific thing that she's being struggling with. And then a couple of days later, she's introduced to X39 and how it's just changed her life. And then what happens is, these people start sharing it. And as they share it naturally, they start building a network just organically. And before they know it, they have a network that they have, and people that are using the patches because of them. Let's see, what is that? Okay. Because of that sharing that they are doing, they just naturally growing a network. And we have a couple of people in our network that weren't meant to do the business. They didn't want to do the business. But because of them sharing the patch, seeing the difference, it just naturally happened. And David Schmidt, he was on a plane. Let me just take a few minutes and tell you the story. How much time? Yeah, I've got a couple of minutes. But David Schmidt, he was on his way to patch this Olympic swimming team. And the coach, his name was Richard Quick. You can go and research Richard Quick. He's an Olympic coach. He's a 6-medalist coach. 6 of these Olympic swimmers have got gold medals. But in any case, he asked David Schmidt to come and show them the product and patch their athletes, their swimmers. On the way there, David was sitting next to a guy in the plane, and he was showing the guy, pitching his product, because at that time he was pretty new. The products were just launched, and he's busy just marketing his product. And this guy looked at him and he said, David, you know that you have an incredible product for a network marketing business, a network marketing model. And David, his response was, can you believe it? This is what he responded. He said, no, I think I am going to do this the conventional and the more ethical way of, selling my product and getting it out there. That is what he said. But, as he was now, David is a very spiritual person. He's God-fearing. He loves God, and he often talks about it. He reads the Bible. He finds a lot of answers in his scriptures and everything. But he said, as he landed and he was busy patching all of these Olympic swimmers, it was like as if he just received this inspiration, this revelation, this answer of how he had to distribute his product. And that was through a network marketing model. And the reason why he felt that was because he thought, how did I get in front of these swimmers? How did I get in front of these athletes and I am patching them now? It's because one person told another person, who told another person, who shared that with another person. That eventually got to Richard Quick, and then that person phoned him. And how grateful we are as business partners, brand partners of Lifewave, where we get to share this one-on-one, person to person, one person to the next, where we can see. We have incredible experiences where we see people who we have shared this with, and they share with us how much difference this has made in their life. There is nothing that compares to them. And if you had bought this off a shelf, we would have never had been able to share in this with people who feel, who benefit from the Lifewave and the X39 experience. But let me just quickly go through these slides. They are worth going through. In Lifewave, there is the compensation plan, and there are 4 ways of how we can make money. The one is you purchase at cost, the X39 sleeve. This sleeve over here is $99. You get a month's worth in it, which is 30 patches. They sell at a retail of $149. But we can, as brand partners, we can purchase and we can sell. And then the product incentive bonuses. So there are 3 ways of how you can come into the business as a brand partner. And then as they come in and as your referrals, you then earn a commission off of those people. $35 of the core, $75, and $405 of the premium. I'm not going to share too much about that, but there is another option, and that is another method of earning in the company, and that's cycle bonuses. So in the business, we build our network, we build our team in a binary model. So it's basically just 2 teams that we build, not linear like your normal network marketing businesses. We build binary, and as we add people, we help each other build. And those volumes that build in the binary model, we all benefit from that. And as you reach certain cycles or certain volumes, those cycle, and one cycle earns you $50. And then the matching bonus, this is an awesome one where you earn 25% off of your own personal referrals, 20% off of level 2 referrals, and 20% off of level 3 referrals. I just quickly want to give you an example of what happens when you share this. And in Lifewave, we all focus on reaching the rank of manager. Why manager? Is because that opens a huge opportunity for each and every one of us. Now, when we go, all it is it's introducing or referring the business to 4 people, adding 2 people left and 2 people right, and then you reach the rank of manager. yeah, so there we go. Enrolling 4 brand partners and teaching them to hit manager and then just duplicating that process. That is basically our model, our blueprint to success in Lifewave. Is just knowing 4 people, sharing it with 4 people, adding 2 on your left leg, adding 2 on your right leg, and then hitting manager and teaching those people to hit manager. And as you do that and you just duplicate that system, as you can see, duplication is the key. There are some opportunities where you can then earn. And Jonathan and I did a little bit of calculations where we saw through the volumes that you generate through duplication, what you can earn. And you can see, yeah, through duplicating the manager model, just teaching people to go manager. You can see in your 3rd generation, you're hitting a monthly income of 6,500 Rand. 4th generation, that is an average South African income. And 5th generation of managers, you're earning some good income. So I'm just giving you an example of, possible ways of how we can earn, with the Lifewave opportunity. This is based on the 2023 earning disclosure statement. Now you can see in there it says that to reach the highest rank in Lifewave, if you work on it full time, it takes an average of 2 years. And you can see there, which is the potential income, average income on each rank. And, senior presidential directors, they earn, convert that in South African dollars, that's about 600,000 Rand a month. So that is pretty cool, and that is awesome. In South Africa, the company's been in South Africa now for over 2.5 years, and I think we've got about 4 presidential directors, senior presidential directors in South Africa. And it's just growing phenomenally. All eyes are on South Africa. So how do we get started? Basically, you register as a Lifewave brand partner, and you choose a starter pack and a monthly ordership. Now, there are 3 options that I've spoken about that you can come in: a core, advanced, and a premium. Each one of them have different amount of sleeves that you use. The core, you get 3 sleeves, so you get 3 of these packs. In a sleeve are 30 patches, so it's a month's worth. So on the core starter pack, you get 3 of these. And the advanced, so that is $535, you get 6 sleeves. And the premium, you get 20 sleeves of the X39. Why would you decide to come in on these? It's because you've got more sleeves that you can hand out and share with people. These are just the business builders, people who want to build their business and are serious and want to grow faster. So they are on a fast track to just share and grow. But what I always suggest to people who are interested is, if you can come in on the core, come in on the core. If you can come in on the advanced, come in on the advanced. But it's all your choice. If none of these are in your budget, speak to the person who's introduced you. There are cheaper options of coming in and starting a Lifewave business. Then what you do is you patch yourself, become a product of the product. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to feel that experience of being healed by light. And you're going to want to share it because you're going to see what happens to you and then just duplicate. And that's basically the business in a nutshell. I hope I didn't bore you too much with regards to that. But now that we've shared that information with you, you have an incredible opportunity before you today. This is what David Schmidt says, the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. He started a vision and a mission. He shared it with people. We now received it, and we have that opportunity to share it with everybody else. And that is what makes us so excited. That is what makes myself, Larry, Lynette, and Jonathan, and Colin and Cindy, that's what making all of us so excited, is to share this, is because there is nothing like this in the world at the moment. If you're looking for the best company to partner up with, this is it. It's right here presented in front of you. If you're looking for a product that you can't find anywhere else in the world, here it is. These little miracle patches are now presented, and we've shared that opportunity with you. We've shared this with you. And now, what are you going to do? What will you do if fear is totally taken out of the equation? Will you adopt an unstoppable attitude towards success? And that is my question to you. And then I leave with you with these words. Let's live long, let's live well, and let's live younger. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity for us to present this to you. Let me get out. Someone really enjoyed writing on my face. Thank you very much. Jonathan, did you stop the recording?